Good morning, everyone. I want to thank you guys all for joining us today to discuss our new consumer networking solution. In today's webinar, we're going to go over the new solution that we're coming out with to really support that home or small office networking needs, go over our product specs, a little bit about the technology behind our mesh technology, and then we'll walk through our setup and management, which really sets our solution apart, as well as our overall value of what we're bringing to the market. So first, our solution. So you're very familiar with Ingenius's solution on our business side, focusing on our indoor and outdoor wireless access points. For our new consumer solution, we are offering both a dual band and a tri-band smart mesh router for the home. So the dual band and tri-band solution both come in both a single pack and a two pack. So we really want to make sure that solution first, you see the two pack to make sure that you get coverage throughout your environment. If you do have one of those larger environments that you're covering, we do recommend adding on additional pods with our single pack. Each pod covers up to 1,500 square feet. The reason we say up to is because it really does depend on the build of material as well. Each pod can act as a standalone master router or as a mesh pod. So every router is built the same. There is not one specific router that you have to use as the master router. So it really adds versatility to the solution that you can offer. In our solution, we do recommend not going above 8 pods within a single solution. So as you can see, the range of these really differs between the 1,500 square feet and the 4,500 square feet. If you are getting to areas larger than 4,500 square feet, we do recommend looking at some of our access point solutions as well. So a little bit about the tech specs behind the dual band and the tri-band smart mesh router. So both of these are very easy to set up and manage remotely and on site via our nMesh app. So the nMesh app I will walk through later on in the presentation. However, what you're doing is you're downloading it from the App Store, and as easy as clicking through a few screens, you're setting up your entire home network. All of our consumer routers are built upon Qualcomm, so we're very confident with the technology that we're putting out there for the market. All of our routers have a USB 2.0 included. The USB actually acts as a function for remote cloud storage, so we'll get to that when we're going over some of the features. Again, we have both a dual band and a tri-band solution, and all of our routers have WPA2 encryption. So a little bit about our dual band, our ESR 530. So all of our routers are 802.11ac Wave 2. When you're looking at the USB on the router, it's for our N-file storage. So you're looking at external storage that you can access from anywhere. And then the parental controls and guest networks, which we'll go over in detail when we're going through our app, are really allowing you to customize your network and make it as secure as you need it. So our tri-band is very similar to our dual band. However, there's an extra 5 GHz band dedicated to backhaul. So with the rise in all of the IoT devices within the home, the tri-band router will really ensure that you're seeing the strongest speeds and the best connectivity wherever you are in your home for all of your wireless connected devices. So as I mentioned, the N-file feature or the external storage through the USB drive on the routers, it's really making it so you can take an external hard drive, plug it into your router, and then whether you're at home or on vacation 1,000 miles away, you're able to access the files from your home. Each individual pod can have up to 1 terabyte worth of hard drive connected. If you have 3 pods within your home, you can actually connect up to 3 terabytes worth of data and access all of those remotely through the N-file app. The N-file app, again, is a free app that you can download from the App Store, and similar to the ESR router that you're managing with the nMesh app, you can log in, you can go in, and you can view all of your files remotely, as well as sync your files so you can really use N-file as a backup storage for your phone as well. So now I want to talk a little bit about the mesh technology for our products. So traditional mesh, you're really going from pod A to pod B. For our mesh technology, we're really making it so it's finding the best talk path and not having to do 8 jumps to maybe get to every single pod. So it is finding the best talk path. Our mesh technology also offers self-forming, so it's automatically connecting to the same SSID throughout your environment. So for all of our routers, no matter where you place them, you have that internet connectivity coming in, and they will jump to ensure that you're seeing the lowest amount of latency throughout your environment. So overall, I talked a lot about our mesh router as that is our primary consumer solution. So as you can see, covering your whole home with wireless coverage through mesh technology. We also offer a bit of a prosumer solution. So as easy as it is to set up your mesh networks for the indoors of your environment with NMesh and our ESR routers, we are also making it easy for a consumer to add outdoor Wi-Fi. So with some of our new NJet products that you've seen communication on, all of those are managed with an NWi-Fi app. So as easy as it is to set up the mesh routers, you can go into the NWi-Fi app and set up your outdoor Wi-Fi. So you don't have to have a lot of networking technology background to be able to set up an outdoor network to be able to cover both the indoor and outdoor of your environment. With the outdoor access points, again, they all have PoE pass-through, so you can also power up external devices such as IP cameras as well. Also for that prosumer, if you're not looking to power up everything via the router, we also offer switches. So with our network switches, you can take that prosumer solution to the next level and really be able to power up all of your devices throughout your home, both indoor and outdoor. Again, very easily with the NMesh and the NWi-Fi app to make it easy to set up and then also manage and view your networks at any point throughout the day, whether you're home or not. So now I want to go into the NMesh app. So as I mentioned, we have both the dual band and the tri-band router for the home, but where a lot of that unique kind of value comes into our customers is the management that you see with the NMesh app. So we'll start with setup. So setting up your network is very easy. What you're doing is you're downloading the NMesh app from the App Store, and then you're plugging your router in. The app is automatically going to find that initial router that you're using as your master router. So you have your modem that you're plugging the router into, and then it's going to find it. Once it finds it, you're going to scan the QR code, and the app is going to connect your router to your network. It's going to walk you through exactly what you need to do to identify where you're going to place that master router. So if you're placing it in the living room, you can place living room. You can also customize the name. So really, you're creating the network as unique to your needs. You will need to select the country that you're deploying in to ensure that you're meeting those Wi-Fi standards for the country that you're in. So once you select that country, it will take you to that next step where it's going to connect to the internet. So once you're connected, you're going to create that NMesh account. So again, you are now online. So you've created your wireless network. The next thing you're doing is you're creating your account so you can not only access your account while you're away, but you can also monitor your account while you're home. You can set up parental controls. You can do everything to really take control of your network. After you've set up your account, you'll set up your SSID. So this is making it so anyone who's trying to log into your network is going to the network name that you have, as well as using the password that you have to ensure your network is secure. After you've set up your initial router, you're all set. However, if you have a larger home or you're setting up additional pods, you will then also want to connect additional products now. Very similar to setting up that initial pod, it's going to walk you through, such as plugging it in and then going through the setup of scanning the QR code and clicking next within the app. For setup, they do ask that you have each pod or each mesh product that you're setting up within 3 meters. So this is so it finds the product and everything is set up properly. Once you have set up the device on the Nmesh app, you can easily unplug that and plug that in anywhere within your home to really make sure that you're getting that coverage. It will auto sync or auto find back into the Nmesh app, so your network is always secure and always connected. So you're never going to see a drop in your network or have to reset up your pod because you've unplugged it and moved it. So as you're selecting the devices, you're pairing them and you're going through. And then now we're going to get into some of the control features of the Nmesh app. So one of the main things that our customers have asked for and that customers need are parental controls, or really taking control of the networks to make sure that you know exactly who's on the network at all times, as well as what types of content you're viewing on your network. So with parental controls, it's as easy as setting up schedules. So you can determine, I only want our Wi-Fi to be active between 7 a.m. and 4 p.m. I only want Wi-Fi on Monday through Friday. There's no Wi-Fi on Saturdays and Sundays. Whatever those schedules or rules may be, you can turn on. Also, web filtering. So if you have kids in the home that you do not want them seeing YouTube videos or specific URLs, you can actually go in there and, based on social media, on search engines, custom URLs, you can really make sure that you are blocking your network from having access to maybe unsecure data. So the next thing, you can actually see the devices as well as the kind of other pods or mesh devices within your home solution. So as you see here, clients and guests. So if you've set up a guest network, you'll also be able to see client devices connected through that. You're able to see overall the devices. So we have one mesh pod set up in this solution right now. And as you can see here, we actually have an external hard drive plugged in. So we do have N-File active as well. So the next thing, the guest networks. So if you're going in where you've set up your SSID, which you can actually change at any time. So if you wanted to change your Wi-Fi password every day, you can go into the Nmesh app, you can change your password. It makes it really easy to update your network. You can also go in here and at any point turn on or turn off a guest network. So this is making it so if you have guests coming over and you don't want them accessing your main network, you can create an external network that they have access to. So now we're really getting down to some of those features within the Nmesh app. So not only are you able to test the internet speed of your modem to your master router, you can also test the internet speed to all of your mesh pods. So that's the download and upload speed. So you're really making sure that you're in the optimal range for all of your pods to make sure that no matter where you are in your home, whether you're online gaming, you're doing a lot of email, you're streaming a lot of Netflix, you know you have the optimal coverage throughout your home. The next thing is it's also going to always tell you whether your device is in optimal range or if it's too far or too close. So if your pods are too close to that master router, it's going to tell you so you can make the adjustments to ensure that you have no interference within your routers to make sure that your devices have the best connectivity. You're also going to be able to ensure that if you do have any network problems or say something's not connecting, the app is actually going to tell you which router or which pod is having the issue, and you can troubleshoot through the Nmesh app. So now that we've set up our networks and we have the control over ensuring that only the right devices and the right content is viewed, I want to go over our N-File app, which is allowing you to add even more value to your home network. So you're no longer just getting Wi-Fi from your home router. You're also able to create a backup storage feature that you can access from anywhere. So N-File is really making it so once you plug in that external hard drive, you can then log into the N-File app and access any documents, music, videos, photos, and then when you are also at home, you can back up your files. So say you have a low memory or low storage on your phone, you can actually back that up with an N-File and never have to pay for cloud storage again. So the N-File app will work with each individual router pod, and through the same login that you used for your Nmesh app, you will log into the nFile app to access files remotely. This is really ensuring that you have complete security over your files and your network. Each pod can have up to a 1 terabyte external hard drive plugged in. If you have multiple pods or multiple nFile storage devices plugged in, through this single login on the nFile app, you'll be able to see each of the devices that you have plugged in, so you can really make sure that you can access all of your files and work along the lines of the file management system that you've put up. So say you have all of your videos on one external storage device, you have all of your photos on another, or if you have them mixed. The nFile app itself has different categories or folders to help you manage everything, or you can do it by the external hard drive to really make sure that you're keeping in line with exactly the files that you want, when and where you need them. So overall, we're offering a lot of value to the market with our new consumer solution. Our smart mesh technology makes it so you're never seeing a sticky client or a loss in connectivity. The simplicity and accessibility with our applications really make it so not only can anyone set up a network and manage the network without having to watch 100 YouTube videos or figure out the networks or network terminology, it's making it so you can access from anywhere, ensure security to your network, and then also set up in a breeze so you don't have to wait too long to also get your networks back up and running. We offer a lot of security with our solution through parental controls and firewalls. We offer stability with our band steering and fast roaming, and also the reliability to our overall network solution. To ensure that you not only have the quality hardware, we also offer both phone and email support. All of our support is based in the US. We also have a help desk which allows for 24/7 access to be able to go in and troubleshoot common questions or inquiries that have come up. And again, all of our products have a 1-year limited warranty. So that was an overview of our consumer solution. So I want to open it up for questions now.